The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.
Coach just started, stay with it. Stay with the defense. Stay tough on D in the offensive come.
Hesperia's lockdown defense holds Oak Hills scoreless the last 7 minutes of the game, and Levontay Ott leads a patient come-from-behind rally as the Scorpions defeat the Bulldogs 45-43 in the decisive battle for first place in the Mojave River League. Hesperia trails 43-33 with 7:06 to play and scores the last 12 points in the low-scoring contest. Levontay Ott leads all scorers with 24-14 in the second half. The victory leaves Hesperia unbeaten in league play and still ranked number 1 in CIF Division 3A. Levontay Ott told Daily Press scribe Matthew Peters this was one of the best games he ever played, that tonight his team just had to keep its poise, that if the two teams meet again in the playoffs, it'll be another fun game.
Playing in the playoffs is going to be a fun game for sure.
So how'd you feel once you guys were down like double digits?
We just had to keep our poise. We just listened to our coach. Kept doing what we're doing, kept poise. You know, everything he tells us to do, we do, and we follow through.
Levontay, what did Coach tell you at halftime?
Coach just started, stay with it. Stay with the defense. Stay tough on D in the offensive come.
It was the Oak Hills defense that had the better of it at the outset. The Bulldogs are fully prepared, brimming with confidence and up to the challenge to knock off the number 1 ranked Scorpions. Oak Hills is without leading scorer Jaden Shackelford, sidelined with a knee injury, but that does not deter Coach Rodney Clark's pack of dogs, out to avenge the earlier 2-point loss to the Scorpions on the Hesperia campus. Brad Leontis is fired up and firing on all cylinders. Brad Leontis, the 6'3" senior, scores 11 this game. All 11 come in the first quarter. Oak Hills jumps out to a 12-point lead at the end of one. It will be 22-10, Bulldogs entering the second quarter. Darian Bonner gets Hesperia's first basket on the offensive rebound. 3-2 Oak Hills 3 minutes in. When Levontay Ott previews his extraordinary night's work with the steal and slam, the score is 8-4 Oak Hills. Shamar Westone gets those points back on the fast break. Levontay Ott gets a piece of Brad Leontis' reverse layup attempt and takes it all the way himself with the right hand. Bulldogs right back on the attack. 4, Tyreek Parker to Shamar Westone. 24 is Yakel Jackson. Top of the key to Michael Ulis. Assist to Brad Leontis for 3. 11-6. Brad Leontis, quick release. 3 more. 14-6. When Jaden Everett connects from beyond the arc, it makes it 14-9. Brad Leontis feeds Michael Ulis, and the Bulldogs are up by 7, 16-9. Shamar Westone, the Bulldogs' 5'10" junior, he wore 11 in football too. Westone is an all-league defensive back in football. You see his defensive effort here lead to points off turnover. Tyreek Parker gets it to Westone, and Oak Hills leads by a touchdown, 16-9. Brad Leontis brings it into the attacking zone and takes it all the way to the hoop himself, and it is 20-9. Yakel Jackson hits Tyreek Parker at the baseline. The 5'8" senior reverses the layup, and Oak Hills has its 22-10 lead at the end of one. Hesperia gets the first points of the second quarter on the Jaden Everett free throw, making it 22-11. It will be Yakel Jackson getting the Bulldogs' first basket of the second quarter on the baseline pass from Shamar Westone, 24-11. This is where Levontay Ott is at his best, breaking down the defense, driving to the paint, scoring off the drive. Hesperia closes within 10, 24-14, second quarter, 2.5 minutes in. Shamar Whetstone answers with the soft runner, 26-14. Whetstone's 14 will lead Oak Hill's scorers this night. Levontay Ott, same MO, methodically operating against his defender, the drive to the hoop, and he is fouled. It is 26-17 at this point. Oak Hill's working toward a final shot in the second quarter. J.J. Lyon pulls the trigger from beyond the arc, and it goes. The Bulldogs go into the locker at halftime, leading 32-20. Shamar Whetstone's basket to open the third quarter opens a 14-point Bulldogs lead, 34-20. Levontay Ott into the heart of the Bulldogs defense, and he is fouled. This basket makes it 34-22. Hesperia defense hard at work. Jadon Everett draws the charging foul, disallowing the basket. Michael Ulis hits the offensive board and kicks it out to Yakel Jackson. The junior hits from beyond the arc, and the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night, 16 points. It is 38-22. We are approaching the 6-minute mark in quarter number 3. Levontay Ott will hit the offensive boards for the next Scorpions points, 24 rebounds this game for the 6'4", reigning Mojave River League MVP. This basket brings Hesperia within 14, 38-24. This Shamar Whetstone floater puts the Oak Hills lead back up to 16, 40-24. We are at the 5-minute mark of the third, and a noteworthy point to point out, 40 points for Oak Hills. Coach Rodney Clark will be slapped with a technical foul. Oak Hills will score a total of 3 points the rest of the game. The Scorpions' long and uphill battle to battle back. 20, Antonio Singleton. 22, Javante Fry. The 3, and it is 40-29. Levontay Ott comes up with the ball on the Bulldogs' inbounds pass, takes it all the way himself. Oak Hills lead no longer double digits. It is 40-31. More of the Levontay Ott magnificence with supporting cast. 22, Javante Fry. 4, Ronnie Green. 20, freshman Antonio Singleton. Then Levontay Ott off the drive, off the glass. The Bulldogs' lead is 7, 40-33. Neither team scores the remaining 2.5 minutes of quarter number 3. Oak Hills has scored the first field goal every quarter, and the fourth is more of the same. Shamar Whetstone's 3. These will be the last Bulldogs points of the ball game. It is 43-33 with 7:15 showing on the clock. Levontay Ott hits the offensive board again, and the Scorpions are within 8, 43-35. Coach Rodney Clark will later say his Bulldogs got a little flustered and started rushing things. Credit Hesperia defense. Shamar Whetstone gets tangled up and has to throw it up. Javante Fry comes up with it. Up court to Darian Bonner. Fry, and on to Jadon Everett, who penetrates the zone and throws it in. 43-37. 4:40 to play. Javante Fry's drive to the basket cuts it to 4. 43-39. It will be the senior, Darian Bonner, who had scored the first Hesperia points of the night by hitting the offensive boards, following up with another offensive putback. And the Scorpions have whittled the Bulldogs' lead down to 2, 43-41. This Levontay Ott free throw makes it a 1-point game, 43-42. Javante Fry with the block, setting up what shall prove to be the game-winning basket. 1:30 on the clock. Levontay Ott sizes up the Bulldogs' defense, drives to the free throw line, pulls up, and hits the jumper that gives Hesperia their first lead of the game, 44-43. The Bulldogs do not hit the panic button. They work to get the ball inside. Shamar Whetstone, 11. Tariq Parker, 4. Jadon Everett jumps the passing lane and tips it. Levontay Ott comes up with it, but cannot come up with the basket on his drive shot to the basket. Brad Leontis, the rebound, 24, Yakel Jackson to Michael Ulis, and back out and around. The Scorpion zone defense settling in. 30 seconds on the clock. Hesperia defenders deny a Bulldogs basket after the entry pass underneath. The Bulldogs come out of their own timeout with 15 seconds showing. Levontay Ott and Jadon Everett combine to deflect the entry pass. Shamar Whetstone, it comes to Brad Leontis. Under duress, Ott the rebound. Michael Ulis forced to foul, his 5th. Levontay Ott is sent to the line. Ott hits the second of 2. The Bulldogs believe Shamar Whetstone is fouled as he takes the last shot. There is no whistle. The Scorpions have held on. The final 45-43. There is every good chance these two teams will meet once more. If so, it would be in the CIF Division 3A title game. The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.